Hi friends, I'm Wani and welcome to Wani's house. In today's video, I am sharing with you how I decorated my fireplace and mantle area. This is a video that it took me a minute to get it together, but guys, I love it. It really flows very well with the tree that's here behind me, and it emulates a lot of the same um, techniques as well as some of the same decorative elements that I've added to the tree. I also added them to the mantle. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video as we're at day 8 of Vlogmas. This month is chugging on along, so you better jump on board. So let's get to decorating. Come on. So starting from my mantle, you see I have put down my garland. The garland was purchased from Walmart. It was the flock garland that was the rave a couple of years ago, and mine is still holding up very well. And I use the flock garland because I am using a flock tree. That way the flocking of all of the greenery will be uniform in each area. Now I'm adding 2 sets of fairy lights. These are fairy lights that I picked up several years ago from Pier 1, and they are very bright. I love them. So I just laid the fairy lights on top of the garland to make sure that the length was long enough. And now you see me going back and forth and wrapping the fairy lights around the branches. Is kind of going in a zigzag sort of design, and that's so that the lights won't be sitting on top of the garland, and you will see twinkle going through the garland. So now I am going to begin the tucking process, and I call it the tucking process because this is when I begin tucking in all of my accents. So these gold tapered candle holders are the ones that I shared with you that I was drooling over, that was purchased from Kirkland's. And so guys, these are so gorgeous, and I know that I'm going to use them for years to come. So on one side of the fireplace I have 2, and then on the other side I have 3, and I have them going like in also a zigzag fashion. Now I'm now attaching a teardrop greenery onto my garland, and I have it attached by twisting some of the branches together. Now this teardrop swag, as you see, it is not flocked. It has a very light glitter on there, glittered flocking, so it's not heavily flocked. We're gonna fix that. So more with the tucking, I am using the same gold magnolia leaves that I used on my tree, once again to create some uniformity. So this is the same ribbon that I'm using on my tree, and it is a beautiful cream color, and it has some brown and gold dots going through it. So I'm going to use my branches to twist the ribbon around, and then you're gonna see I'm gonna kind of twist the ribbon because I want it to have like a curling or swirling type effect, and I need to twist it the proper way so that I can get the actual effect that I'm going for. As you see, I decided just to do loops because the ribbon was not cooperating right here. So loops tend to be a little bit better, and I actually like it. So once again, you know, I create my loops by just letting the ribbon bend naturally, and where it bends, that is where I attach and wrap around the branches. So I've also cut out several strips, and the strips is going to imitate like ribbon is going through the garland. So you start from the back of the garland, and then you bring it forward, and then you tuck it underneath one of your branches, and so it looks like you have garland going through
so look, you have ribbon going through your garland, but in all actuality, you only are using a strip of ribbon to create the same effect. Hence, you're saving ribbon. So I'm standing back and I'm making sure that I'm loving how everything looks. And I realized that I needed another piece of ribbon, but I wanted it to kind of go diagonal. So that's what you'll see me adding a diagonal piece of ribbon here. And now I am bringing out my boa. Now I shared this technique with you as I decorated my tree, and so I'm just cutting the boa in about 1.5 inch strips because I want this to have the same effect as it did on the tree. So I'm cutting out several of them, and then I will actually take my hook, stick it through the middle part of the boa, and then there you go, I have an ornament. Or if you don't have any hooks, you can definitely just tuck the boa into your garland. Once again, with the tucking elements, like I tucked the picks in, I tucked in the ribbon, I also tucked in our teardrop swag to create the dramatic effect that we'll be working on next. So as you see here, I'm tucking in the white feathers, and guys, I think the feathers really take this mantle scape up like 10 notches. It is so very elegant and it is very pretty. Now, when I was out looking for feathers, I was really looking for something cream, could not find it. Thought about doing a little spray painting effect, but all in all, I like the white. So now you see I'm going to begin adding feathers to the swag here. And so that once again is going to make everything look really nice. And then a little bit later, you're going to see I'm going to add some pieces in to the swag to look like it is flocked. So I have 3 ornaments here, and I put them on an ornament hanger, and I am going to begin placing these onto the swag. So I've done this on one side, and I am now repeating the process on the other side of the mantle to create uniformity. And because you guys know I like to work with 3s, I am going to add another cluster of ornaments here in the middle of the swag, and then we'll begin adding our frosted picks. And so this is what is going to help the swag look as if it is has a little bit of a flocking. And guys, I'm really happy. So I'm going to give you a close-up of everything that I have done, all the steps that I walked through with you, so that you can see how everything looks up close and personal. This is the end of today's video. If you like what you've seen, go ahead, hit that like bell. And also, if you like what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. Matter of fact, hit the subscribe button twice so that you won't miss out on any of my upcoming uploads. Also, come on over and check me out on my Instagram. You can find me over there at Wani's house, just like it is here. Hit the follow button, and then you will be in the know as to what is to come over here at Wani's house. All right, guys, so I'm about to go. But before I do, you know what I always say. The next time you're in town, you can always stop by Wani's house, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.